Look around you. What do you see? Buildings, roads, carefully drawn boundaries. The illusion of ownership permeates our world. We believe in titles, deeds, and the power of governments to grant or take away. But there is a higher truth, a deeper reality. The earth in its entirety is a divine estate. It belongs not to corporations, governments, or individuals, but to the divine spirit itself. This truth transcends the artificial constructs of human law. It is a primal understanding, woven into the fabric of existence. Before borders were drawn, before contracts were signed, there was a sacred connection. The divine spirit, the source of all creation, breathed life into the land and into us. This act of creation established an unbreakable bond. It is this bond, this inherent connection, that forms the foundation of our divine estate. We are not separate from this earth. We are not separate from the divine. We are expressions of this divine energy, this universal consciousness manifested in human form. Just as the trees draw nourishment from the soil and the rivers flow towards the sea, so too are we connected to this planet. It is our cradle, our sanctuary, our home. This connection to the earth, to the divine, is our birthright. It is not granted by any earthly authority, nor can it be revoked. It is an intrinsic part of who we are. Each of us carries within us a spark of the divine. This spark illuminates our true nature, reminding us of our inherent connection to all things. For too long, we have forgotten this truth. We have allowed ourselves to be seduced by the illusion of separation. We have traded our birthright for a bowl of lentils. We have allowed fear, greed, and the pursuit of power to cloud our vision. But the truth remains. It whispers to us in the wind, sings to us in the rustling leaves, and shines upon us through the sun's warm embrace. This inheritance, this divine estate, is not merely a physical location. It is a state of being. It is the recognition of our inherent wholeness, our interconnectedness with all of creation. It is the understanding that we are not separate from nature, but an integral part of it. The belief that we can own the earth is a fallacy. It is a product of the egoic mind, which thrives on separation and control. True ownership lies in recognizing our interconnectedness with all things. It is not about possession, but about stewardship. It is about honoring the sacred trust that has been bestowed upon us. The historical loss of our estate rights is a tale as old as time. It is a story of manipulation, coercion, and the insidious erosion of our collective memory. Over centuries, systems of control have been put in place, designed to keep us in a state of fear and dependence. We have been conditioned to believe that we are powerless, that our rights are granted by external authorities, and that we must submit to their rule. This conditioning runs deep. It is reinforced by our education systems, our media, and even our religious institutions. We are bombarded with messages of scarcity, competition, and the need to acquire more. This constant barrage of fear and desire keeps us trapped in a cycle of striving and dissatisfaction. We are told that we must obey the law, even when it violates our conscience. We are told that we must respect authority, even when it is corrupt and unjust. We are told that we must conform to the dictates of society, even when they compromise our integrity. These are the false idols of our time. They promise security, but deliver only slavery. I object to any legal instrument that infringes upon our inherent rights. I object to the use of contracts to bind us into servitude. I object to the creation of artificial entities that usurp our power and diminish our humanity. These instruments are not based on natural law. They are based on fear, greed, and the illusion of separation. We must awaken to the realization that these systems of control only have power over us if we choose to give it to them. We must remember who we are. We are not slaves. We are not cogs in a machine. We are sovereign beings, created in the image of the divine. The time has come to reclaim our divine estate. This is not a call to arms, but a call to awakening. It is not about overthrowing governments or dismantling institutions, but about reclaiming our minds and hearts from the grip of fear and illusion. It is about remembering our true nature as spiritual beings having a human experience. This reclamation begins within. It starts with the recognition of our own inherent divinity. It is about connecting with the spark of the divine that resides within each of us. It is about shifting our focus from the external world of form to the internal world of being. As we awaken to our true nature, we begin to see the world through different eyes. We recognize the interconnectedness of all things. We understand that our actions have consequences, not just for ourselves but for all beings. We become conscious co-creators with the divine. Living in the light of truth means recognizing the inherent rights of all beings. It means respecting the earth and all its creatures. It means acting with integrity, compassion, and love in all our affairs. It means no longer giving our power away to external authorities. It means standing in our truth and speaking our truth, even in the face of opposition. This is not always easy. The world is still largely asleep, trapped in the illusion of separation and the pursuit of power. But even a small flicker of light can illuminate the darkest corners. As more and more of us awaken to our true nature, we create a collective shift in consciousness. We become a force for peace, love, and harmony in the world. This is the true revolution. It is not a revolution of violence and bloodshed, but a revolution of consciousness. It is a revolution of love. When we reclaim our divine estate, we reclaim our power. We step into our true sovereignty as co-creators with the divine. We become conscious stewards of this planet. We live in alignment with our highest values, and we experience a profound sense of peace and fulfillment that comes from knowing that we are living in accordance with our true nature. This is the promise of the divine estate. It is not a promise of material wealth or worldly power, but a promise of spiritual liberation. It is a promise of peace, love, and joy that surpasses all understanding.